Here is a basic lean bread using a straight dough method, French bread. In a bowl, add your dry or cake yeast depending on your recipe, and add warm water that is about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Let stand 5 minutes. Your yeast is activated when it starts to bubble. Next, add in your salt and flour, and mix all ingredients together to form a dough. Lightly dust your work surface with flour. Turn out the dough and begin kneading until it is stiff, smooth, and elastic. Kneading develops the strands of gluten, allowing the dough to expand without breaking the dough during the fermentation process. This will take about 8 to 10 minutes. This can also be done in a mixing machine using a dough hook. Grease a large bowl, add the dough, roll it around until it is fully coated. Then cover the bowl with plastic wrap. Now the dough is ready for fermentation. The fermentation process is when the yeast converts sugar to alcohol and carbon dioxide. The gas then gets trapped in the dough's gluten strands, providing the rise and texture of baked products. Let it rise for about 1 hour. When the dough has doubled in size, gently punch it down once to redistribute the gases. Lightly dust your work surface with flour and turn out the dough. To create the loaves, divide the dough in half, or portion your dough by scaling to the exact weight you desire. Gently spread out each half and fold in the sides. Using the thumb of one hand as a guide, tuck the dough into logs. Press down tightly with the heel of your other hand as you go along. Roll the log gently to seal the seam and give it more length. You'll want each log to be about 15 inches long. Cover a sheet pan with parchment paper and coat with cornmeal. This will add texture and flavor to your bread. Transfer the logs to the sheet pan and cover with plastic wrap. Now your dough is ready for proofing. Let rise for 35 to 40 minutes in a warm place or using a professional proofing box. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. After the dough has risen, use a sharp knife to make shallow, angled cuts about 1/4 inch deep at even intervals. This will prevent the bread from tearing when it expands while baking and give your French bread a classical look. Place the dough in the oven and bake for about 35 minutes, or until a golden brown. Your French bread is now ready to serve in a variety of applications.